For the past year, I've picked up more rugged boots than I can count. I never stopped to actually ask what I'd wear on a date with my wife. I've tried most of the high-end casual brands, so I wanted to give a dressy brand a shot. The first on my list for that was Carmina. This Mallorcan brand is a bit of a legend in the shoe space, but do they deserve that legendary status? Let's find out. The unboxing experience with Carmina is excellent. You get nice felt bags, a shoehorn, and it just generally feels rich and luxurious, like I'm like a Roman laying back with some getting fed grapes. My first impression of these boots is that they are the nicest boots I've ever held in my hands. I'm serious about that. And I've tried some other legendary brands around the same price point, you know, like 600, 700 bucks, some even more expensive like Viberg, and none have the finishing touches like this Carmina does. As I'm filming this video right now, there are two versions of the Zip boot. That's what I'm holding in my hand. There's a box calf and a brown suede option. I went for black because, I mean, this is just the sexiest boot of all time, and there's no other way to put it. The rain last this is built on is quite narrow. There's a bit of a chisel at the toe. I certainly wouldn't call it a chisel toe, but Carmina is a bit more aggressive with their lines than popular American brands like Allen Edmonds or Alden. I really like the Zip boot style, as it's got the same silhouette as a Chelsea boot, but it looks more like a hole cut. And with the box calf leather, I want as much of that showing as possible. The leather right here is the star of the show, pretty much with any Carmina shoe, but especially so when you get this black box calf leather from the German Weinheimer tannery. Weinheimer. It's buttery smooth, it's been breaking in really gently, and with such a tight grain pattern, the creases you get aren't harsh or ugly, they're soft, and they give this boot a really distinguished look. Box calf has a natural shine to it, so you don't really need to polish the leather if you don't want to. I found that Saphir Renovator is the perfect product for this leather. It's a leather cream, so it nourishes the upper, but it also has a touch of wax in it, so you can buff it to a nice shine that's not really over the top, not like a polish or anything like that. There is a soft, thin leather lining throughout the entirety of the boot, which adds to the comfort and durability. As a dress boot, the leather is on the thinner side. The total thickness of the upper and the lining is 2.5 millimeters. Now this is to be expected, desired even, with a pair of dress boots. The thinner leather looks elegant and it's light and comfortable, and it just gives those gentle creases over time. While I think that the leather is the star of the show, the sole construction is very impressive and worthy of such high quality leather right here. Carmina shoes, they all use a Goodyear welt construction, which is pretty unusual for dress shoes. Now most dress boots, they'll feature a Blake stitch because it's slimmer and sleeker, though it's generally not as durable as a Goodyear welt. Now the welt on the Carmina Zip is so close to the upper. Honestly, I think it's amazing that they were even able to stitch the sole without damaging the upper leather right here. I've never seen a boot with such a tight Goodyear welt into the upper. This speaks to the craftsmanship of those crazy Mallorcan artisans. The insole is a vegetable tan leather with a cork filler underneath. It should break in over time and become more comfortable as you wear it. Plus, since there's no synthetics, it'll compress and will never break apart. The outsole right here, this is a full rubber outsole with studs at the front. It's a custom piece as it's thinner at the arch and also acts as a midsole for better overall shock absorption and comfort. Now there is a stacked leather heel, which is as smooth and shiny as the box calf leather. It's pretty incredible, and a rubber heel cap tacked in with a few brass nails. Carmina actually uses a leather shank for the Zip boot, which I prefer for a boot at this quality. I doubt I'll ever need to resole these boots, probably just add a new heel cap when the time comes, but because the shank is leather, it'll also break in and compress along with the insole, so I'll always have some arch support without anything too rigid kind of popping up in the insole of the boot like a steel shank might. You'll need to get familiar with European and UK sizing standards. Carmina, they make their sizing standards needlessly complicated, I found. If you're on the US site, you're gonna get UK sizing, but the width of a standard Carmina is double E. But a Carmina double E is actually an F in UK and a D in the US. So I hope you're confused. I know I was. Basically, Carmina, they don't carry any wide widths. And for a D width, these are pretty narrow. I got a UK size 9 because I'm a size 10D in most boots. They fit really well. They're a bit snug to get on and for the first few days, but the leather stretched just a little bit and they're pretty comfortable. Honestly, the break-in period here with these was a total breeze. You have thin, soft box calf leather. There's not a lot of material to work through, so it probably took me 2 or 3 wears until the leather stretched a little bit, mainly around my instep. And that's when they became really comfortable, but basically I would say there's no substantial issues breaking these in at all. So if you have some cash burning a hole in your pocket and you want to step into the big leagues of dress boots, then Carmina is a fantastic brand to shop with. I love my Carmina Zip boots. I love the Rain Last. I think it looks really good. It has a perfect balance between a rounded and angular edge on there, and it's not too sharp, which I always feel like it's trying too hard, but they're not rounded and bulbous like a lot of dress shoes either. To me, they're perfectly in the middle And with that black Weinheimer box calf leather, you're getting exquisite quality that's gonna continue to look good for years and years. I am still amazed at how closely the craftsmen were able to stitch that Goodyear welt around here without damaging that upper leather. In fact, honestly, every finishing touch on this boot is perfect. It's exactly what you want with a dress boot, and I've just never seen it on another brand like this, to this level of quality. So if you wanna see the best dress boots right now, then you can check out this video popping up on the screen right now.